Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
20 years ago this week, on October 1st, 2004, yours truly was actually bar mitzvahed. Just before my 13th birthday, my family decided to do this bar mitzvah. And it was a great way to end the 12th year of life and to begin the 13th year of life. But on that same day, 20 years later, I had to see the horrible images of Iran attacking Israel. And it's no coincidence because this was going on just before the High Holy Days. If you remember last week, October 7th was part of the High Holy Days. It was part of Yom Kippur's solemn tradition. I won't say the celebration because actually Yom Kippur is a Days of Atonement. But to see the rockets coming down against Israel and the terrorist attack on the train in Tel Aviv, where 6 are shot dead, on the anniversary of my bar mitzvah, that would break anyone's heart. It broke my heart. But it made me also very alert to how we have to protect ourselves in the Jewish communities in New York City. This is right now happening in Israel. But I am so thankful the NYPD is guarding every synagogue possible. I am so thankful that Jewish neighborhoods are getting protection during the High Holy Days. And by the way, I don't think the feds would assist in this. It seems like it's the NYPD doing it. And throughout his mayoral hardships, being indicted and going through all of that, Mayor Adams is still working to protect the Jewish community. That should be highlighted today. But I wonder if, and I have to look this up, if President Biden and VP Harris are sending federal reinforcement to support the Jewish communities across New York City and other urban areas. Because my biggest fear, and I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want it to happen, but we do not need copycats here in the United States. We do not need Iran and the really negligence of the U.S. government to support Israel in this effort, or it wouldn't have happened. Thank God for the Iron Dome. We don't need those attacks to inspire others here. Especially because we don't even know how many terrorists are here. We know that a lot have been arrested. But there could be cells. And I hate to be sounding conspiratorial. But my prayer this High Holy Days 2024 is that our Jewish communities in New York City are very much so protected. I've had my thoughts on the Orthodox community, but you know what? They are to be protected. Deeply protected. Whether Orthodox or conservative Jews, they are deserving to have the right to live. And these attacks on Israel are kind of showing the terrorists, oh, maybe they don't deserve the right to live. Well, we got to prove them wrong. We got to show them we are tougher than these attacks. That we can overcome this attack. I have seen a lot of unity to bring all these hostages home within the Jewish community. And I love that. I've seen the somber memorials as well. The empty dinner table in Times Square. But, you know what? We have to ask this United States government to truly defend Israel now. And that's why this is going on One Leg Up on News. Because I don't want to be on even the 30th anniversary of my bar mitzvah seeing that again. 20th anniversary is hard enough. You're trying to honor and celebrate that anniversary, and then you see the rockets coming down against Israel and thanking God for the Iron Dome. Thanking God for the Iron Dome. But in these Jewish communities where synagogues are literally just on the streets of New York, we have to protect them. They do not have that protection. And I am, again, so thankful that the NYPD is stepping up to secure and support the Jewish communities, especially during the High Holy Days. I remember Rosh Hashanah used to be such a special holiday to go to with Rabbi Gelberman, and after Rabbi Gelberman passed, actually, we kind of not distanced ourselves from the religion, but from the community. Because life took us in different directions. We had to support a grandmother that was frail and yet about to turn 100. We had to survive 2 falls around the time that Rabbi was wrapping up his ministry and beyond. Had to take care of a father that, was not doing well towards the end with his battle with prostate cancer, my dad, John Garrett. And then this year we lost our cantor, Judy Steele. And let me tell you, she was the rock, right? She not only kept the community together and made an effort to get everybody together in her home in Queens, but her singing held up the world, I believe. And with her passing, we've lost another anchor. And together we have to be that anchor together now. We have to, as a unit, whether you are Jewish or not Jewish, say Israel deserves to be protected. The Jewish people deserve to be protected and defended as well. And I hope you feel that way listening to this podcast. Because those rockets coming down should not have ever been a thing. Where are our support for the state of Israel? Instead, they're questioning every move they make. Oh, they killed the Hezbollah leader. Well, how'd they do it? Why'd they do it that way? Well, they did it. That's the point. They killed off a Hezbollah leader and so many more Hezbollah soldiers. And that's a big thing. And if you cared so much about the innocent Palestinians, the innocent Lebanese, well, why don't you care about the innocent Israelis that are on eggshells every damn day, whether in Israel or I believe here in New York City or across the country? In UCLA last semester, you couldn't even go into campus because they blockaded and said, oh, if you're Jewish, you can't get on. How anti-Semitic is that? And so if we're not going to get support from upper levels, then it's true. We have to stand by each other as a community. And we should ask those who are not Jewish to support us as well and not criticize us, but defend us and support and applaud the deaths of Hezbollah leaders and the killings of Hezbollah leaders, I should say. Because that's a win for not only Israel, but for the countries, the United States, and the world. But I don't want to come here 10 years on my 30th anniversary of being bar mitzvah and say, well, Israel was attacked again. I don't want to see that. I want to see, guess what? Israel has been able to prevail and will prevail. But that's thanks to the support of its ally, the United States of America. And here in New York, it seems like the NYPD is a major ally of the Jewish community. And I pray that stays that way. I pray that continues, especially through the High Holy Days. My prayer today, seeing what happened on Tuesday, knowing it's the High Holy Days, is that Jewish communities can feel safe, can feel secure, can feel able to proceed with their worshiping and their synagogue communities to really honor the high holy days and celebrate them with one another. That's my one leg up on news. I'm Alex Garrett. God bless the United States. God bless Israel. And for goodness sakes, God bless the Jewish communities across the world.